Louis? Okay. Right, we'll get started. Vicky, welcome to Queen's. Just talk about how excited you are to get started on grass this week.
Yeah, well, I'm really excited to be here. It's my first time playing this tournament. And first grass of the season. I'm not very familiar on the grass, but it's just nice to get some extra tournaments in and extra reps in before playing Wimbledon.
Vicky, can you just tell us about the Serena connection, how it came about, the conversation, and how did you find out?
Yeah, so Serena messaged me when I was playing in Strasbourg if I wanted to play doubles here. And I wasn't partnered up with anyone at the time. So I was just like, yeah, sure, why not? That's pretty cool. I heard rumors of her coming back, but I never really knew the details of what she wanted to do. But it's really exciting to play with her, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Hi, Vicky. Could you speak a little bit about your friendship with Alexandra Ayala and how important is it to have good friends on tour given the busy schedule?
Yeah, Alex is a really nice girl. I've known her for a really, really long time, but I feel like we kind of started getting more closer once we were both on the tour. So I think it's really important sometimes to find a little joy in we're all on the road for so long, and these are the years where we're kind of finishing high school or going into university, and usually like at this age I feel like you might have like a big social friend group, but of course with what we do we're always traveling. We're very isolated a lot of time. So if you're able to kind of find someone like her she's so charismatic and she's so kind. So sometimes just grabbing like a little dinner or going to the cafe. We just do a lot of wholesome things, and it just very heartwarming and just like makes you get out the hotel room.
Just back on Serena, how well do you know her? How much time have you spent together, and how much prep will you be able to do?
Yeah, well, we haven't really spent that much time together, but, so far, what I can say, she's a really funny girl. Like, she's a really funny person, and spending time with her on court so far has been really a pleasure. And I feel like I can learn a lot from her, but at the same time, I think we could have a lot of fun while playing doubles. I really admire her a lot, and I think I'm just really excited to step out with her.
Hi, Vicky. What have you made of Serena's level? Obviously it's been so long since...
Sorry?
What have you made of like her level when you've just been hitting with her today and yesterday, where she's at? I guess after such a long time, it seems like she's playing pretty good.
Oh, she's hitting great. I think she has such clean ball striking. She could probably take like years off, and once she steps on the court, she could probably find that rhythm again and find her timing. So I think that's really like a God-given gift she has. And, I personally think she's ready to go. Like, I'm hitting with her and she's hitting pretty big, and she's really fit. So, we'll see.
Hi, Vicky. Davide with Gazzetta dello Sport in Italy. Staying on the Serena topic, what does she represent for you, and what do you think you can learn from playing with her in the doubles?
Well, I feel like, growing up, Serena has always been my idol in a way. Just remember watching her on TV and in live so many times. And, her being here, watching her, and I feel like learning from her in this kind of aspect is really great for me. And, we'll be sharing the tennis court in a competitive environment, so I feel like I can kind of give into the way she thinks on the court and, how she plays. So I feel like there's a lot I could learn.
Hi, Vicky. What was your first memory of actually watching Serena play, and when was the first time you actually met her, and was it easy to sort of reconcile the image you had of her with Serena, the person in front of you?
My first memories of her is just watching her on the TV. I think probably like 2012, like US Open. I was very young, but that's my first like kind of memories of tennis on the TV. But I actually frequently watched her a lot at the Rogers Cup, which is now known as the National Bank Open. And it was really hard not to like her because she won like every tournament she played. So she was just an easy idol for me. And, I think seeing someone on TV versus actually like talking to them in person and having conversations, of course, it's very different. I think she's really nice and she's very personable, like very relatable. And I think she's really funny. So I found a lot of comfort with her.
Hi, Vicky. I wonder what it's like when you have to come here and transition to the lovely, quaint grass after playing on all the clay courts and hard courts, etc. And I wonder, because Serena has done so well on grass court tournaments, notably Wimbledon, does she give you specific advice as well?
Well, she didn't give me specific advice about going from clay to grass, but I mean, I don't mind the grass. I don't have a lot of experience on it, but in the training and I mean previously, like I don't mind it. Of course, sometimes it's a little bit tough changing surfaces on the body, but I mean, I like new challenges and I like things that come new to me. I mean, training has been really fun and it's a fun surface, so I'm very excited.
Okay, we'll do 2 more English, this lady, and then 3 more. Those, yeah, go for it.
Hi, Vicky. A little bit similar to this question, but thinking back of your Wimbledon run last year, did you think a lot about that coming into grass, or are you just kind of winging it a bit?
Yeah, I don't really think about it a lot because I don't really have a lot of experience on the grass. And I feel like, last year it was a very new experience for me, playing first time Wimbledon in the qualies, of course there's like a lot of nerves and everything, but I don't really look back on the previous year when it comes to playing a tournament or going into the grass swing. So, I mean, I feel like I've learned a lot in the past year, and I'm still always trying to improve my game. So, I mean, coming into here, I just feel confident with myself, and I just trust in my game to think I can do well.
Hi, Vicky. Nice to see a fellow Canadian here. What have you made of, I suppose, the off-court attention with this pairing? Obviously, now a lot of people are paying attention to this. What have you made of sort of the circus around it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really think much of it. I know when the news kind of came out, a lot of people were kind of asking me and stuff like that. But honestly, like, for me, I'm just playing doubles, So at the end of the day, I still want to be competitive and I still want to do very well. And but the circumstances that I'm playing with someone who is a very well-known public figure, and she's one of the legends of this sport. So I'm just going into it as like another match, but it's a little more exciting in a way.
Hi, Vicky. You're getting to play, obviously, with one of the greatest players of all time in Serena. Is there a very different pressure that comes with that? And I guess, how are you going to deal with that on the court?
Yeah, I mean, I understand that there's a little bit more pressure that comes with that, but, I feel like, practicing with her, she probably wouldn't put that kind of pressure on me either to play the best tennis or whatnot. So, I mean, then again, I'm going into it like any other match. There's always a little bit of nerves before a match, but, I think especially with doubles, it's really important to have fun.
Okay, we'll do a few in French.
Bonjour Vicky, c'était un peu sur la notion de stress. Est-ce que tu te trouves beaucoup plus stressé à l'idée de jouer avec Serena Williams que contre une top joueuse en simple? Comment tu gères cette pression-là?
Moi, je pense que tous les jours, je suis un peu stressée pour un match, mais je suis juste contente pour avoir joué avec elle. Elle est une très bonne joueuse, elle est une légende. Alors, moi, je veux que je peux jouer plus bien pour elle. Et moi, je veux gagner. Alors, je sais qu'elle veut gagner aussi. Alors, je pense que ça va être un très génial match.
C'est un partenariat qui est fait que pour ce tournoi-là, ou est-ce que là, on sait qu'elle va être engagée à Berlin aussi? Est-ce que ce sera avec toi? Comment ça se passe?
Tu peux répéter?
Est-ce que c'est juste pour ce tournoi-là que tu vas jouer avec elle, ou est-ce que c'est prévu pour d'autres tournois?
Maintenant, c'est juste pour Queens, mais on va voir. C'est elle qui décide.
Okay. Et juste une petite dernière. Tu la sens comment à l'entraînement? Comment c'était? Là, par exemple, aujourd'hui, on vous a vu, il y a beaucoup de sourires. Toi, tu la sens comment?
Oui, c'était une très bonne pratique. Elle a beaucoup de humeur. Alors, oui, elle frappe très bien, elle bouge très bien. Alors, je sais qu'elle va faire bien si elle joue le reste de tournoi sur le gazon. Ben oui, je suis fière pour jouer avec elle et on va voir. Merci. Thank you.